Hi, everyone. I'd like to talk to you about grieving due to the loss of a loved one. This could be that they passed away from this life to the next. It could be somebody that you have a broken relationship with that doesn't really want to talk to you right now. It could also be that you've gone through a divorce or possibly a recent breakup of a relationship. I've shot this film, I think 6 times now. It's the only one I've had to do like that. For me, I believe because it hits home so deeply. I realized in the last bloopers that I was having a hard time discussing this just because of the pain in my own heart. A friend of mine asked me today why I was so sad, and I said, "Oh, there's just a lot of stuff going on." But it's when we get to that point where we've lost somebody we love, in whatever form that may be. I pondered this over the last week or two. Like my mother's passed away, my father, there was things that didn't get rectified. Then I have, like I said, some of my children that we don't have a open dialogue relationship right now. We don't have any relationship. And then, you lose somebody you love in some kind of personal relationship. How do you fix it? What do you do with the pain that's inside of you? And I realized for me, I just, when you need to cry, you cry. You can't just say it doesn't exist, die Joe, no problem. When the reality is in your heart that you're crying inside, you're hurting, and you put on a good face for everybody else and say, "Oh, everything's fine." And your close friends, that really know you, they look through you and say, "No, everything's not fine. What's going on?" But in if you can't feel great pain, and I found that you're not going to be able to feel great love either or compassion. They all kind of come together, and we have to work on being able to find the balance in it. Just like, I had somebody tell me that I needed to work to smile more in my videos, and I smile a lot. It's just I'm not a TV personality or anything like that. So um, when I'm sharing and talking and I try to let my heart flow with whatever's coming out. And then looking into this little camera up here and not seeing people makes it much more difficult. But the whole point behind that is you can't fake a smile. If you do, um, most of the people around you are going to know. You can't fake being happy. So you have to process the painful things in life in order to move on and let those things go and release. Um, when you feel like smiling, it comes pretty easy. But if you're hurting inside, it's really difficult to put on a big smile for everyone else. And I think that's a big part of what's wrong in our society is everybody wearing so many masks. Um, oh, everything's fine. And this guy's really sweet. This girl's really sweet. When they're not, it's a mask. People can be hard to deal with and difficult. But I think the thing that I want to encourage you today is don't run away from pain. When you're scared, stand up and face things. When you're hurt, admit that you're hurt. Don't take it out on anybody else. But if you gotta cry, cry and let it go. And then I found the tears that flow through our eyes are a washing to our heart and soul. That as we'll allow that process to take place and not resist it, and let the pain out and release it and let it go, then the healing takes place in our heart and we get better and we feel better. So hopefully each of you can take something away from this. I know for me, it's a daily process of it's a daily process of letting go, forgiving, and accepting the things that I can't change. If somebody doesn't want to be a part of your life and they want to leave, then there's really not much you can do about that. You can beg them to stay, you can do all kinds of things and compromise your integrity and who you are. But if they really want to go and they don't want to share in your life and what's going on with you, then you just have to let them go. And the old story, if the butterfly is in your hand and you let it go and it flies away and it chooses to come back, okay, then the butterfly is meant to be with you. But if it's not, then let the butterfly go free and have its life of its own. But hopefully, we can each learn to release the pain a little bit more each day and you'll find a deeper happiness and joy. So with that, I'm going to say aloha, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Each time I hope I get a little bit better at making these videos. Thank you.